Hello family. So I wanted to show you guys one of the things that I discovered in my yard. You know, I'm always looking for what's growing around, so let me show you guys this. I decided to do this video for Mason Gone with Mother Nature, with Mama Nature. Check out the chanterelles. Now, I saw these grow in this space right over in this area for probably the last couple of years. You know, I knew they were mushrooms, but I didn't realize that they were edible. As you can see, there's a few that they're starting to spread in this area. And recently had a good soaking rain, as you can tell by the ground. But once we had that good soaking rain, these popped up. And so I just wanted to show these to you. I figured you'd get a kick out of that. You see they're like folds up under here. And so one of the things that when I was doing my research, it says to make sure that when you're looking, look at the edges. You see how the edges are very loopy, they're ridgy, and to also open it on the inside, make sure that you have the inside of it is majority white. Okay, so let me cut it down the center. And now there is one that is called a jack-o'-lantern that is like a, oh yeah, that's definitely a chanterelle. So this is definitely a edible mushroom. The jack-o'-lantern would have, you know, some of the orange of it on the inside of this as well. I did a little research to kind of find out more about it because, of course, you know, if you're talking about eating mushrooms, you want to make sure that you know as much about them as possible so that you can identify. And if you guys have not seen Mason Gone with Mama Nature, you really gotta go and check out his channel. Now his channel is very new, but this guy, the amount of knowledge that this guy will drop on you in just a short video, come on guys. There are some people out there that have so much knowledge. They may not have a big YouTube platform, but there are some people out there that have so much knowledge about how to survive out here. Some of the things that we overlook every day, like this. We overlook these things, and these things are around us to help us to survive. So pay attention to some of those smaller channels, because, and even some of the people who come into your comments, you know, if you're a YouTuber, people who come into your comment section to give you constructive criticism or to give you some tips. You don't know everything. I don't know everything. So I embrace and I really love when people come in and pour into me. So pay attention to those people because they can teach you something. Something like the chanterelle. If you're somebody who likes mushrooms, I love mushrooms, but I've never tried this one before, and it's growing right here in my yard. As the years roll on, they get bigger, and you know, they're spreading out now. So let me tell you a couple of things about the chanterelles from the research that I did. One of the things to know about the chanterelle is that they always grow on the ground, that they grow individually. you saw as I plucked this one, it was an individual. It wasn't growing in a cluster or on top of each other, and it was growing directly on the ground. This chanterelle versus, you know, one of the other lookalikes. So you have to pay attention to just the small, minute details. See the edging on that? The edges are not just smooth. It's very rigid, and it goes in patterns. I can't really smell anything, and I don't know if it's just where it grows, but some of the chanterelles will have a sweet smell according to the research that I've done on this particular species of mushrooms, that they'll have a sweet smell, sort of like a apricot is what it said. They said it also will have a sweet taste. So once I clean these up and taste it, I'll let you know. I don't know about this one because I don't even smell the sweet smell on it. So the underside, it talks about how the underside has ridges or folds and not gills like the other mushrooms that you would see. Let's see if we can get it to focus. It talks about the blunt edges. It talks about the wavy cap. Okay, see, it looks a little flowerish, looks like a flower. It's so wavy. It also talks about it grows in the moist environment, just like I said. After you have a good rain, that's where you'll find them. You'll be able to find them. And I actually have a friend who lives in the next city over, who is actually a forager. You know, she is always foraging, and one of the things that they forage is mushrooms because they are plant-based. You know, they live a plant-based lifestyle. And so I was first introduced to the chanterelles by her. And, you know, I thought back, I was like, wait a minute, I have those in my yard. That's my spot, you know, where I have my chanterelles, and I'm looking forward to them growing over the years. They grow as individuals and not in clusters, and that the flesh on the inside is white instead of orange. I have cleaned my chanterelles, and I chopped up some onion to go into my wok. I got my hot wok, adding just a little bit of avocado oil. Okay, so I've cooked my red onions. I'm just going to throw the chanterelles over in there, along with a pinch of pink Himalayan salt. And I'm just going to stir this around for a few minutes and see what I get. And I'll be right back. As you can see, I have the nice caramelization of my onions and that beautiful chanterelle mushroom in there. So I'm looking forward to having a taste of this. That's good. I'm gonna have to take my friend up on her offer to go foraging just to find some of these delicious chanterelles. Bon appetit. I just want to show you guys a little something that I had growing into the yard, because I'm always looking for what is around us in our immediate vicinity, so that I'll know what type of medicinals that we have growing around here, as well as what we have for food that's growing around here. So I hope this was able to help someone. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. If you have not, like, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys on the next video. Peace, family.